Mary Batchelor.
I'm Eric Batchelor, the owners of Bachelor Pad Barbecue here in Fountain Hills, Arizona. And, we really, actually the start of our business was sitting on the back patio having a couple of cocktails and deciding that our dream of opening a restaurant, so we had a place for our special needs child to always work, and we had something to create generational wealth. And we decided to just pull the trigger and open our barbecue. We chose barbecue because, it was kind of funny. I started entering chili contests, which I love. I'm a connoisseur of chilies. And I wasn't winning the contest, and they basically were saying that my meat wasn't unique enough. And so then I started smoking pork and using pulled pork. And then lo and behold, I started winning contests with my chili. And so I really made this chili over and over again, but then really just started dabbling into smoked meats, and started with pork, then ribs. And I had a really good friend of mine who lives here in Fountain Hills tell me that if I don't start selling these ribs, then he's going to steal my recipe and start selling them for himself. So at that point, Mary and I turned to each other and we said, it's time to open up. So we have pulled pork and our ribs, and then we have our brisket, and I name it two-timing brisket because it took me 2 times to figure out how to make it. Not because it any connotations at all, we just thought it'd be a funny name. And then we have our Cajun turkey. We're gonna dabble in some other different meats as soon as we kind of get set on our hours and get a full staff. But really look forward to that. Our meat style is a Texas style, so we want you to taste that smoke and that rub first. We do offer 3 sauces, 2 Carolina with the vinegar base, and 1 Kansas City, the traditional that people really love, and that you find on the shelves around anywhere in any grocery store. As far as the sides, I'll let Mary take that.
So we do a sweet jalapeno coleslaw, and it is not spicy. It just has a little bit of a kick. So it's a sweet, and it gives a little bit of fresh taste to the coleslaw. So a little different than your normal coleslaw. And then we have GSD beans, which means get stuff done beans. Everyone asks that question. They're just cooked all day on the stove with barbecue, onions, some green chilies. There's a teeny kick to them, but they're not too spicy. And then we put our Kansas City style barbecue sauce in it, and I also put the 2 hot barbecue sauce in it, just to add some flavor and to tie it back to the meat. And then our third side would be our mac and cheese, and that's your old school mac and cheese. Flour, butter, the roux, all the fun stuff and yummy. And then I also make a cornbread, and it's not your normal cornbread. It's also got corn and some cream corn in it. So
wait. Don't dry. Tell them everything, Mary.
Okay. And that's on the sides. And then he also makes the desserts homemade, fresh, and he'll tell you about those.
Yeah, so our desserts, we have 3 desserts with banana pudding, which everybody loves, caramel apple bake, and then our southern peach love, which is kind of like a peach dump cake. We now have a full bar. We got our liquor license, yay. And Bonehaus was the first ones that really gave us a start here in town, local brewery. And so we went ahead and did the same thing. We wanted to pay homage to them, and brought a couple of their beers in. So we do carry 2 of those local brews. Currently it's Coconut S'more, and then our Desert Wild, or their Desert Wild, but we're going to be bringing in their Desert Distortion Blood Orange. Good beers, really good beers, and that Desert Distortion is just nothing like you'll ever taste. We also wanted to show a little bit of homage to Michigan, as my brothers moved here and been here to support us. So we have some Bell's brands as well, looking to bring in a few more Michigan beers. And then to show homage to Texas, because that's where Mary is and everything's bigger in Texas, we are going to start carrying Shiner Bock as of this week. We just started serving lunch, and during lunch we have 2 things that we don't have on the regular menu. We have our open face sandwich, which Mary loves and has been the one thing she kind of pushed to have on the menu. And then our baked potato. We had a bunch of patrons that started coming in from the time we opened back in September, and just said, man, a baked potato with this barbecue would be incredible on it. And so we did that. So we offer those 2 only at lunch. Again, we'll be offering some different types of specials as we're working on new things. But right now, we're kind of just trying to make it through and offer you guys a quality product consistently. When it comes to Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving's a big holiday for everybody. We want to be able to provide turkeys for that, smoked turkeys for that. So within the next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing us offer smoked turkeys for Thanksgiving, and then we might dabble in smoked hams as well, our honey baked smoked hams for Christmas as well. So please look forward to looking for that on our website and also inside the restaurant.
We moved here about 5 years ago. My husband's job moved us here, and we were in Phoenix for about a month, and we just couldn't find a place to live, and it just kind of, I feel like Fountain Hills found us. A realtor called us and said, hey, we have a house for rent, and we saw your name. We thought we'd ask, have you come in and look, and we loved it, and ever since that, it's been our home for 5 years, and we love it. We love the hometown feel. Everyone's been so sweet and welcoming. Yes, that's why we live here. We like it.
So the cool thing is, in opening this up and having such a warm welcome from the people of Fountain Hills, and through church connections, and then also just the connections with our youngest son working at Fry's and everybody knowing him. My brother and his wife, who lived in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in Marquette, decided to move down here. They were looking at it and they just didn't know where they were going to come. But then the old adage, there's more days negative up there than there are over 100 here, got them to move here ultimately. And now we've got one big family here. Both the brothers are together, and we do have siblings across the United States, but it's good to at least get our first set here, and maybe we can get them all here eventually. But just love the town of Fountain Hills.